Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 14 of Modern Skyblock 3D Potted, a mod pack by Emo Siwa Gamer. So in the last episode, look at that floor. I got it all done and I'm loving the new look of the base. I'm also loving the fact that it's lighting up everything and making everything nice, so that now if I do F7, I don't really see anywhere with a spawn point, but probably will be one. I'm going to have to find it. So, seeds. I stopped the seeds, but 10, 10, 6, 9, 10, 10, it's pretty close to getting all to 10, 10, 10, which means we're pretty close to being able to start crossbreeding. And we already have our first 10, 10, 10 potato seed. So let's just look at that. Potato seed. So potato seed can be crossbred with carrot seed to make mycelium. To make brown mushroom spore when over mycelium. And then carrot seed with potato seed will give us red mushroom spore. And, well, that I already... Oh, you know what? Having thought of that, I could have just done the seed and the potato and get a carrot 555. But, oh well. Too late. Pumpkin with potato will give us beans. And then sweet potato with the sugar cane. And, oh, we could have done the pumpkin seed also. Kind of a waste. I should have looked at the recipe first, and you know what, this one's ready to get started, so I might as well just take some clipping and start it, because this one's 887. The sugar cane has been growing much faster than I ever thought. Like, I started those one late, but they've been growing really well, and I think that I had my first growth here, and no, okay, I just forgot to clip it. So clip, let's start the next one. Let's try again. Clip. Yes, perfect. So at least this one is going to continue to grow. Let me show that on the side. And before we do anything today, let me do a little bit of a tour base. I kind of forgot about all of that. So I've been having an issue here where I'm getting cobblestone turning into stone for resources, and this is close to running out of charcoal. And I tried putting bonsai pot on top of here, but it wasn't working well. So basically, I've done this stuff. I've put a whole line, and technically I can expand this back and forward to be like super big and have just more of these hopper pushing. And if you look here, I started getting a lot of stuff. And what I want to do is I want to set up things well so that these exports to those for cooking and those as fuel, so that I can start making more and more charcoal. I want to set up a charcoal factory. So one of the things that I have to do for that is part of one of the things I want to try to do for this episode. But not there yet. Let's just come and see over here. So over here, I've made this double combustion center. Both with osmium casing and both with a setup to receive as much dark wood from each side. I haven't filled them up yet. It's something I have to do in a time lapse. And this combustion collector is between the two and collects from both. So I technically can use both at the same time. And this is going to be noisy. No kidding, I was rewatching one of my old episodes, and I can't believe how noisy it is. How I get surprised every time by the level of noise that it creates. So we're just going to put a little bit in. I just want to show you how amazing this is for speed wise. So I'm going to put 32 in here, 32 in here, and just look at that. It just keeps on going, and I just split between the two, and it's barely not even 10 seconds, and already 4 stacks of blaze powder. And then I can do the same thing. I can do blaze powder and gunpowder, so always put the blaze powder first. Yeah, and then blaze powder and gunpowder. And now I'm getting redstone. So let's leave that be and let's go on the other side. Then I decided to double my condenser setup. So this one has an osmium casing. This one I was letting it finish. I should probably have put an osmium casing. I have one here. Let me take a second and just let that one finish, and then I'll take the rest. So let me just replace that quickly, and it's going to make a mess everywhere, probably because of the liquid, but I just want to replace it and be over with it. And that's what I thought. No! Perfect. Oh no, it's not blocking. DERP. So this is one of the weird thing about this this whole liquid. Sometimes when it starts expanding, It just stays. It's not really there, but it's there to make a mess. So now let me just try and go back and block. And I'm going to have to do that all around. Good thing I don't have torches everywhere now. And one on the other side. Well, that was kind of screwy. And sorry for the little derp there, but it wouldn't be a good xHedra episode if there wasn't a derp here and there. Okay, so now that this is fully in osmium, I think I'm getting to an efficiency of 156. Yeah, look at that. So now everything's much better, and I'm producing a lot more resources. I'm gonna have to add some more, but that's not for this episode. And also, okay, I went a little bit crazy. I was tired of filling this up. So in the time lapse, I made a lot more alchemical glass. And if you remember, alchemical glass gets turned into an alchemical fusion 16 each. But 16 each. Wait. Times 450. So it's basically one full stack and 8 every time. So I decided to set an alchemical fusion table here and fill it with tertious alchemical dust and just have it feed a hopper that then feeds the crucible inserter that then feeds this crucible. So that's pretty good, and it's been keeping both fed. Like sometimes this one will be empty for a bit longer because it always seems to favor the left first, but once this one's refilled, it will put liquid on this side, so it ends up being okay. It's not perfect. Sometimes it can take 2 or 3 times to fill it, but it ends up doing both. And you know what? If it doesn't, we could probably duplicate this setup at some point to give it more. But I feel like this is just not dropping the seed fast enough in there. Crystal Shards. And finally, I removed this whole Passive Cobblestone Generator to be up above first the light. And I like being able to see around it. And it's been feeding this compacting drawer, which means I can get a lot more cobblestone. I also put this little thing here, but it doesn't really matter. Kind of showed you everything that I set up here. So now, let me show you 2 things. Well, first of all, let's do a tip and trick from Duncan Webb. I've been derping and throwing these quest book off the ledge all the time. So let's go to Control, Options, Controls, and let's find... whoa. This is kind of... okay, just give me one more second. I was playing with my son, and I changed the size of... what is it called again? I changed the size of the view. No. Yeah. Video settings? No. How is it not here? GUI scale. Oh, maybe let's go to small. I think. Oh, okay. Small is kind of small. Let's make it normal. Then let's go back to control. And that makes more sense. So questing. Oh, quest. Open quest. So let's bind that to the add keybind. And I can do add and go into my book. And without a book, I can do add and go to my book, which means I will never have a problem with that. And guys, let me know when looking at this, like I'm trying to show you the bar at the bottom. I'm scrolling so that you see me going between items. Is this too small? Like, I'd really like to get a comment on that. Is it better like this? Should I stay on this size? Or it's too small and makes all the crafting and all the things that I'm doing uncomfortable to view? I'm going to leave it like that for this one episode so that you guys can give me feedback on it. But like I said, I would really appreciate the feedback because I kind of personally prefer it like that. But if it makes the view bad for you guys watching the video, then there's kind of no point keeping it that way. So let me just get 4 chests. I don't really want 4 chests, I just want an extra hopper. But for now, all I want to do is set this up like this and get another hopper. Just so I can go set the next 2 bonsais. Like, I have them, why not set them up? So what I'm going to do is set up one right here and one right there pointed there. And put the bonsai pot on top. And now I'm just going to get 2 more oak sapling and get more sapling going. I really want to start maxing out my cobblestone production. Not my cobblestone, my charcoal production. Because, by the way, you can turn charcoal into coal, and there's a way to turn coal into diamond. So if for whatever reason I start needing a lot of diamond, I would be fine doing that. Also, I think I did that during my time lapse. I built this drawer key. So basically the goal of this drawer key was just so that I could come here and go boop and lock all of these drawers so that if I empty like the diamonds, see there's no more diamond in there, but it still shows a diamond. So I can manually force something in there, I think, or I can just unlock it and then put something in there and relock it again. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you quickly. I want to get into more basic factory tech today, and I'm going to, but I never expanded this island. So I'm going to have to do that in a time lapse. I want to follow the same kind of pattern as this. So I'm going to have to do it just a bit later. For now, I'm just going to start in the basic of factory tech. I want to lay out the foundation, if I may say. Because basically, I just want to complete these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machine, just to be able to get started really. So the first machine it wants us to make is making wires and drills. The metal cutting machine allows you to make wires and dull drills that can then be turned into regular drills with the grindstone. So it wants a metal cutting machine, and we already have a grindstone right here. So I'm going to grab these for now, and you know what, I'm just going to make a little bit of space. Let's get rid of mostly all of the, oh, I'm already at the point where I'm going to need to do some more cleanup. It's ridiculous how crazy all of my space fill up. But now I can grab more of this stuff, and let's just go with it. Okay, so metal cutting machine. Let's look at that. Metal cutting machine. It's 2 nickel, 2 iron, and I'm going to need a basic motor. Do I have any basic motor? No, I don't. And you know what? That's the one thing I've wanted to say. I'm always running out of stuff. Let me grab a stack of iron and a stack of stone. And what is that cat all about? I'm sure there's a wither cat up there, but I don't understand why he's not getting killed. Oh, because he's not in the mob farm. Let's push him down so that at least I can go and get rid of him, because that's kind of annoying. Everything else is getting killed. And yes, Creator 8, I heard your comment about the player trap. I'm going to do that, not in this episode, probably in the next episode, but oh boy, I could have fell to my, well, not to my death, because you don't fall to your death in this mod pack. Let me just close that gap so it doesn't happen next time. And let's get rid of little cat there. Bye, kitty. Oh, come on. Okay, so that annoying sound will be over. So what I was trying to say is, I want to make some gears, and I know I keep saying these gears are expensive, but let's make 16 because we're going to need them, and I'm just being annoyed always running out of gears. Then we want to make that those basic engine. Where are the basic engine? Basic motors, sorry. That I'm not going to make that many because I don't think we need that many. I'm going to make 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's get some more iron that I'm all going to turn into iron nuggets. And then let's make 4 of those engines. So like so. And that's 4. Perfect. And now can I make this basic machine? No, I'm still still missing iron. So let me grab a couple of iron ingot. 32 should be enough. I probably should have taken a stack and split it in 2, but it doesn't matter. So metal cutting machine, and let's do that. Perfect. We're going to set it down right on top of this. Again, they're not going to stay here, but for the time being, that's the easiest way for me to deal with all of this. I'm going to need another blade, so another knife, I think. No, nickel cutting blade, so that I can then put a nickel cutting blade in here, and a basic gear, and then I can start showing you. I'm going to put 4, 6 in here. Every 1 copper ingot gives me 2 standard wire out of copper, and it stacks up to 4, so you have to keep extracting them. Well, we're going to do a semi-automation on that pretty soon, probably next episode, but I just want to get a couple done so that we have some resource. And since we're not doing the automation this episode, let me get rid of this, the transport roller. Yeah, that should be good. And now let me get all of these wire. I'm also going to putting 2 gold in there. Why? Because gold makes gold wire or extra wire or super wire. Oh, just gold wire. Okay. Since this one was called standard wire, I was expecting a more special name for the gold wire. But that brings us to one quest completed, because I had to make the machine, and then I needed... Oh, no, I didn't make the drill bit. What was the drill bit again? If I remember correctly, with no trying, I think the drill bit is just a nickel ingot in here. And if it's right, yeah, let me put 3 more. We're going to get 4 blunt drill bit. And the blunt drill bit are not the final part. You then put them in the grindstone to sharpen them. And oh, look, there's a little animation. This is kind of cool. So you put the blunt drill bit in there and they become normal drill bit. So with these 4, which I only needed 1, but like I said, we're building some machine and we need a couple, so let's make a little bit more. Let's grab the top loot chest for this time. And, oh, I didn't hit claim, I guess. Claim. And let's look at the next quest. So this is technically the next quest, but it's not really the next quest, so I'm going to get back to this one later. Next quest is making dust. The drill grinder allows you to make dust with which you can make alloys. Ooh, alloy. That's honestly when things starts getting fancy. And I love that I got a diamond wand. Anything that lets me not spend my diamond is really great. So drill something. Let's just type drill and we'll find it. Drill grinder. So a drill grinder needs an advanced motor, and that's all I'm missing. And the advanced motor is standard wire, so we made a lot. Let's make 4 of these. So I'll get 4 redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's make 4 of these motor. I probably made too many of the simple motor because these advanced motor are motors that at least you can use in your machines, and you'll see that pretty soon. Let's just do advanced motor. Give me 4. Drill grinder, give me 1 of these. I really do not need to make that many. Et voila! And I'll put that down right here. And then we'll look at the quest because it's... Oh, there's nothing. I thought it would want us to make some of the dust. So let's claim that. And let's look what we got. We got a Sorleander generating flower. Just hook it up to my vein, Botania. So I don't know what that is, but generating flora seems like something that's going to be very interesting when we start getting into Botania. So let me put this right there for now. Next step. So next step is, I'm going to say next step is mechanical smelting. I find this order is a bit weird, and you're going to see why. Mechanical smelting. The electric furnace uses parts instead of fuel to function. So I have a furnace back there, which uses coal. But now we're going to make an electric furnace. Electric furnace. This one right here. And it's made out of 5 nickel, a furnace, 2 standard wire, and a heating element. Haha! Heating element. What is that made out of? 3 what seems like copper and 2 redstone. But it's not copper. I've gone through this before. It's cupronickel alloy. Oh, alloys. So I started looking into this, and I saw that you needed to smelt that copper-nickel mixture or copper-nickel dust. This is a dead hand. The copper-nickel mixture is 3 copper and a nickel. It makes 4. So let's make 12 of these. So for 12, we're going to do 3 nickel ingot, and I forgot, it needs an engine, and it needs a drill bit. That's why, like, the machine are kind of made with the part that you need to replace. And then for these 3, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 9. Let's just do 9 copper. So that, when crushed together, is going to give us all we need to make copper nickel. Which I'd like to put in the furnace, but as you just saw, unfortunately, we can't do that quite yet. Do I have any cobblestone in here? No, so let me go grab a cobblestone because we're going to need a standard furnace. So 8, like so. Go around like this and make a furnace. Perfect. Let's come back here, and this is all ready, but I ran out of drill bits, so now I'm going to put another drill bit in there for the next time. And now you put these like so, 1, 2, 3 like so, and the nickel right here, and copper nickel mixture 12 that I'm going to cook in here for now. Because that's kind of all I have for this. Where am I going to put the sand? This is annoying. A full inventory is kind of an annoying thing to have to deal with all the time. So let's get rid of all of this here, and let's grab a couple of charcoal just so that we can cook that. And we're going to need how many? I just want to make the bare wait for 3. So while I'm waiting for 3, I'm just going to come here. Well, I'm going to need 6. So let me grab 4. And the reason I'm going to need 6, if your machine needs a heating element, good chances are that it's going to use a heating element. So it's kind of a rule of thumb. Whatever a machine needs to be built will probably be one of the part that needs to be in the machine. So that's 3. Let's come here and let's build a heating element like so. Oh, like so. And now we have all the part to make an electric furnace. So let's go. Electric furnace, and I'm going to put it down on top of this for now. I put it reverse side. So basically this is the front and this is the back. So that's where you can insert items. So this is the front. It's going to need 1 standard wire. And it's going to need another heating element, but we have 3 ready already, so let's do that. Heating element, like so. And put it in there, and now we can start cooking stuff, and that should have been the quest. Yes, it is the quest, so let's take the bottom one. I forgot to hit claim again. Claim. So now let's do this, and that's a colored lens ignition for astral sorcery. I haven't gotten to that part yet, so let's put that right here and let's go continue. And now we're going to come back here. The making quartz plate. The chop saw allows you to get 6 planks from a log and to make quartz plate. So quartz plate chop saw. The chop saw is made out of a basic motor, a basic gear, and a saw blade. And can already make all of that, I think. Let me try it in. Yeah, I can make one, and we'll just put it on top of this one. And it's going to need a gear and a blade. So what was the blade again? Is it a basic gear in here? Please be the right thing. I don't want to have to redo you. Yeah, saw blade. So let's put the saw blade in here. And that let us do 2 things. It let us put a hope wood, any wood, and it's going to make 6 planks. But honestly, what is so cheap? The idea of spending parts to give me wood, not really interesting. But that's not why we're making it. We're making it because it wants us to make blank quartz plate. So if we look at quartz plate, you make quartz plate, blank quartz plate, by smelting old one or by in the chop saw cutting a quartz block. Gives us 6. So let's grab 4 right now. We're just going to go with 4 to begin with. We're probably going to need more as we go, but for this episode that should be enough. And then we're going to throw this in here and cut it into 6 blank quartz plate. Oh, wait for it to detect. And now we're back to the top one. I keep hitting back instead of hitting claim. So claim, and now we have kind of all of the basic. Now we're getting into really more advanced stuff. Oh, another sword lender. It's kind of crazy getting twice the same reward in the same episode. Anyway, so the next step is making magnet, making circuits, mechanically melting, and separating gravel. I don't really want to go in these today because these I want to start setting downstairs. Like already I'm having a mess here, but I wanted to get to this point because basically these blank quartz plate, they're what you use to make these etched quartz plate, and then you can make copper filled quartz plate, gold filled quartz plate. So it's all more of an advanced system, and it's all going to go into that machine. What was the name again? That circuit scribe. So that's something. It's the next part that I want to get into next episode. I want to next episode get these 4 done, but I want to start setting up downstairs. Now the reason why I'm kind of doing this as a half episode is that there's something else I want to get working on because we're going to go into a time lapse pretty soon, and I want to be setting up something in the time lapse. Let's go back to our quest book. In better storage, I kind of got where I wanted. This is going to take a long time to build. I don't need these colossal chests, and they don't unlock anything. So until I'm flush with resource, I'm in no rush to finish that at all. But these three are very interesting. Interlink Chest, Ender Tank, and Interlink Bag. So it's basically Interlink Chest. Interlink Chests share an inventory with other Interlink Chests that have the same color code. You can increase their capacity by 3 slots using Ender Pearls, and you can make them private with diamonds. I don't need to make them private because I'm in a private world, but I was telling you guys, I want this to become a charcoal factory. Well, if it becomes a charcoal factory, I could process everything here. I'm probably going to set up some sort of processing right here, but then I'm going to want the charcoal to go somewhere. I want to be able to use the charcoal anywhere in my base that I need. So for that, I'm going to need some Interlink Chests. So let's look at Interlink Chest. So Interlink Chests are made with a pouch. So I guess I should have read the quest in the other order. I just kind of derped and forgot. Interlink Bag. The Interlink Bag is a portable Interlink chest. So Interlink Bag is made, from an Ender Bag. Oh, so they're not related, sorry. So this one needs an Ender Bag. So I need an Ender Bag, which is 4 leather and an Eye of Ender. Don't know what my Ender Pearl situation is like. 15, and I just want to come back here because now technically I've started killing Endermen. Maybe I have more. Oh, and I forgot to do my setup with the diamond pipes. Oh, that's kind of sucky because it means things have just been accruing haphazardly in here, which is not the best way. And I don't. Oh, 3. That's it. Really? I'm not. Okay. Sorry. I remember why. This big mob farm up there, I completely forgot to replace the water with the vector plate. So that's probably something I'm going to have to work on. I'm going to have to work on the vector plates to make sure that I can replace that. Probably not in this episode because I kind of forgot and didn't plan for it, but I'm going to have to get to it pretty soon. And leather. So how do you get leather? I'm sure that there's another way of making leather. I can make it with all of this. No. Is there a fusion? No, that's a ground trap. Fluid agitator, mob disassembler, ground trap, mana infusion, atomic reconstructor, drying rack. Oh, cooked food. Cooked food. Really? It could be that easy? Did I not have a crazy bunch of fish? Yes, I remember where I got the fish. That is so good. I did not think about that. Haha. Ooh. This is okay. This has been producing a lot of resource passively, so that's really good, but let's not look at that right now. I'm going to have to make a barrel system or a jar system to store all of those resources. But in the meantime, let's come back here and just set the fish to cooking. And then let's just turn these nuggets into ingot. And these into copper. I just wonder, can I push them on top of these? No, it doesn't ore dictionary them. So I'm going to have to deal with these 2 coppers being different coppers, which is kind of annoying, but if that's what it is for now, I'm going to live with it. So let's just put that in here. And now, did I have any leather though? That's the question, because if I have enough, 6, that's not a lot. I'm just going to take 4 for now. And one of these, and one of these, and I'm going to come back here. And it wanted me to make an Eye of Ender, and then 4 leather. I meant 4 leather, like so. A round is going to give me an Ender Bag. And an extra... I must have had a weird click. But the Ender Bag's not really useful by itself. Yeah, that's not the quest. It's not what the quest is. What I really need is an Interlink Chest. So the Interlink Chest is made from an Ender Bag and oh, derp. I completely forgot about the blaze rod. You know what? I could get 4 with a 2 molten core. I don't really want to spend my molten core. Oh, I only have 6. And I only have 1 blaze rod. Oh, this is such a hard choice. You know what? I'm going to just take 2 to make 4 blaze rod just so that I can finish that quest, because I want to build one of those chests as soon as possible. So I need 3 obsidian and a wool. Can I get wool in this game? Yes, with string. Okay, so that's not a problem. Let's grab a stack of that and let's make a stack of wool. A stack of wool. And now, how can I make it black? Ink sac, like so, and 8 around. The reason I want to make it black is, what color is charcoal? Black. So I want a black Interlink chest. Black, black, black. So no, that's gray. Black wool. This one. And 1 Interlink chest. So it's not going to be linked to anything right now. But I'm going to be able to put that anywhere and put my charcoal in there and be able to access it from anywhere that I want. Well, that's done. Let's grab the top one. Oh, not back. Claim. So, I hate this reward. And that's how you deal with this reward, by the way. Finally, figure it out. You pick it up and throw it. And pick it up. Okay. I can't do it fast enough, but in my other playthrough, I got this again, and all I ended up doing was pick it up and throw it all the time. Let me just grab a bucket, because I'm going to solve the problem once and for all. Yeah. And pick it up, and get rid of the water, because that's really annoying. Crazy, crazy annoying. Like, that's one of those rewards that if you get the first day and it gives you water, you might be happy, but once it starts screwing you with your base, you're going to hate it like no end. Let me get rid of that, and if I come back here, I should have some fishies ready, and I'm going to take my cooked fishies and I'm going to bring them there, like so. Perfect. So I can get some more, but these, like, they take a long time. How many? Like, see, 1%. It's going to take a while, but sorry, getting back to what I wanted. So now that I've shown you how to do this in my time lapse, I can go back in the nether and farm some blazes to get some more blaze rod to start making more of those chests. And the one last thing, I'm trying to make this a shorter episode to try and have a more reasonable time, because I think that the hour and something long episode, one, they are draining on me, and maybe at some point it becomes a bit too long to watch. So I want to try and shorten them up a little bit. And one of the things that I was wondering is that I thought I had made diamond extraction, diamond pipe, but I can't find them. Couldn't find them in my time lapse, so I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to show you that setup right now. So let's grab this, and I have one last. What else do I want? I want some chests. Where are my drawers? Oh, I think I had them there. Dark oak wood plank. These are the big drawers. That's not the one that I want. I want the smaller drawer. You know what? No, I want 2 large drawer. I want 2 large drawer, and I want a 4x4. And do I have... You know what? I don't want to spend the whole episode just searching. So if it's not in that chest, I'm just going to make some more. Dark oak wood plank, dark oak wood. Okay, so I don't have them. Let's just make some more. I'm going to need 4 chests. So that's 4 chests. And then something like this, if I remember. No. Something more like this. And 4 chests around is going to give me 4 of the 4 set, but I only want 1. So let me put that there. And now I'm going to show you exactly how this works. 1 glass in the middle gives me diamond transport pipe. And I'm going to need some clay insertion. Not iron, not stone. Where are my clay insertion? Right here. Okay, so look at this. First of all, I'm going to stop this so that it stops extracting. Second of all, I'm going to shift right click this and move that chest right here. And then I'm going to break this, and that's where I'm going to do my setup. I'm going to have my diamond transport pipe right here. And I'm going to need some stone pipes. Well, I'm not going to need a lot of stone pipes. Iron transport pipe, stone transport pipe. So I'm going to put some stone transport pipe over here. And how can I do... Oh, I don't want this to touch right here. So I'm going to have a little bit of a weird setup and go like this. And if I want to make charcoal, I need to insert the wood from the top. So let me get a furnace right here. I'm going to grab that one furnace. I'm going to make one. 5, 6, 7, 8. Like so. That's going to give me a furnace. So if I put this furnace... I can't put it here, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do something a lot weirder. Okay, like so. And then coming back this way. Oh, I don't need, I can just do it this way. This is the ugly, oh, I'm probably going to move that. This is way too ugly. This way. So now I want blue. I want blue to be this oak wood. So you come right here like so, and you go blue, blue, oak wood. So whenever something enters into the diamond transport pipe, it's going to come out of here. And I already kind of screwed up because one, it's not that I want. It's not that either. The way to insert is with a clay insertion pipe, and I want to use my drawers. So let's not use that one. Let's use the wood plank to go up, not the drawers. So I want a hopper. Completely forgot about my hoppers. Let's make 2 hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I should have 2 chests right here. I kind of had all of that in my mind of how to build it, but I kind of forgot to prepare for it. So 2, and like so, that's 1 hopper, and another one, that's the second hopper. Yeah, I want hoppers because I don't want to insert directly. I want to have a buffer. So now that this is done, let's go back up here. So now I can have a hopper on top of this and a hopper on the side of this, and I can put a basic drawer here and a basic drawer here, and that's the drawer that's going to get my oak wood. And I'm going to get my key ready, so I'm going to go oak wood and key. So now oak wood's coming into this hopper and down into this furnace, and now I can use a clay insertion, clay transport pipe, which is to insert on the side right here, and a stone transport pipe, and now all of the oak wood's going to come in here. Now from this side, I need more stone pipes. So 1, I already have that. I didn't need that. So let's do more. Let's just do 2 set, so I don't have to always look for more. So with these 16, I'm going to have to go a little bit further, like so. I'm going to put the clay insertion pipe right here and put this right there, like so. Perfect. And then I'm going to put a clay insertion pipe right on top here, and on top of that right here, that's where I'm going to put my 2x2 drawer. Let me put some dark oak something right there, and let's put that right here. So this is a really ugly, weird setup, but it's going to work. And I'm probably going to change it and beautify it at a later time, but I just want to finish this quickly so that I can go into my time lapse and continue working on the base. Perfect. So now I need to set up the rest. I'm going to need these, this, and this. So again, I'm going to click this and quickly switch to the key so I can lock this. And that's going to start the cooking. I'm still going to need to keep 1 though. So let's keep 1. And this should come out of the red. So if I click here, from the red, I want the sticks. So let's put the sticks here, like so. And then in there, I want the oak, apple, and oak sapling. So I'm going to go from the white, and that one is white, well, light gray, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say I want oak leaves, not this one. I want apples, and I want oak saplings. So basically, you can always use 3 different side. You know what? I'm going to split that in 2. I'm going to put it in 2 drawer because I think that's what it's going to produce the most of. So you always lose one side because there's like 6 potential output, but 1 needs to be the input. So you can do 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 times 9, 5 times 9 output for filtering if you're using the max all of the side. Now I'm not using the bottom part nor this part, and the green part is lost to this. But now if I turn it back on, I think these drawers had a lot of, like this hopper, see it's full. Now it's going to start extracting, and we're just stick went there, and that's an extra stick in here. Now I'm just waiting for the next, you know what, the next item is also going to be stick because it doesn't do stack at a time. Let me remove the stick. So now you're going to get some oak leaves, and the oak leaf goes up here, and in there. And I don't think that I have to show you the last one, but just to make sure to just show you a clean result. Now it's going to give an oak wood, and the oak wood's going to go like this up here and into that chest. Voila. So now I have automated charcoal, and I know I don't fully have automated charcoal. Give me 1 second. Oh, please don't break. Whew. I got worried there for 1 second. So now let me just get 5 of these in an extra chest, and now I'm going to have a very ugly but fully done setup for charcoal. Let me go like this and like this, and put this one right here. And if I go back here, please tell me hoppers work on these things. They do! So now, perfect. And by the way, this seems very small. I don't want to waste a lot of ender pearls, but I think if I understand correctly is that you click an ender pearl on it. I'm going to read the manual again. Interlink chests share an inventory with other interlink chests that have the same color. By using, you can increase their capacity by 3 slots using ender pearls, and you can make them private. Shift right click. Oh yeah, perfect. So that brought that to 12. And if I add another one, it would do more and more. I'm not going to do that for now. I'm probably going to use an in-between, like put things in a chest like that and have that chest pump into that. And oh, I love the animation on that ender chest. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I never really noticed those. Anyway, so now I have this automated, and this is kind of where I want to go now. I'd like to keep the talking part of the episode. I was going to say to 30 minutes. But I am unable to do that as this episode has been running for 41 something minutes. So I guess that was a big troll on my part, trying to do a shorter episode and being so excited about all this automation and all this setup that I'm doing that I ended up doing the exact same time as usual. So now I'm going to leave the episode here. I'm going to go in my time lapse, and the goal of my time lapse is really to hopefully bring all of these seeds to 10 10 10 so I can start doing the crossbreeding, because honestly I want the crossbreeding to start happening really soon. Well, sorry, really soon, I mean next episode. I'd really like to start crossbreeding next episode, because same thing, it's going to probably be a while before the crossbreeding is completed. So I want to get the crossbreeding done starting next episode so that we can get to part seed level 2, and I want to continue factory tech. So this was the very, very basic machine of factory tech. In the next episode, we're going to get to a higher level of automation. And the reason I'm saying that is the scribe is used to make machines, to make parts for the more advanced machine. But these 1, 2, 3, 4, well, not, you don't count the electric furnace technically, but those 1, 2, 3, 4 are the ones that are a requirement to start building the basic stuff. So I want to set them downstairs as a first line to start automating the creation of gears and the creation of wires and stuff like that, so that whenever I need some, I can just dump 10 copper in a chest and let them go through the machine to come out as a wire. But one of the problem we're going to have is I want to try and find a way to automate the filling of these inventory to make sure that they always have enough of everything that they need to run. This needs to always be filled with 4 gears. This needs to always been filled with 4 blades and 4 gear. This one always filled with 4 saw and 4 gears. And this one always filled with 4 motors and 4 drill. And the drills are going to need more than one operation. So we're probably going to make more than one grindstone and more than one drill grinder, more than one of everything, just to be able to set up a factory. But that's why it's called a basic factory. And we're going to use these rollers to move everything around, and these nuggets that we need left and right, we're going to use the fan lift and the lift receiver. So we're going to play with the mod, because what's the point of doing all of the quests in the mod if we don't at least have a little fun with it and try to set up a couple of things? Remember, one of the tip of this game is always automate everything. So in my time lapse, seed first, then setting up the floor in the basic factory, because I want my floor, I want to start setting up a factory to be able to manage all of the parts that I want to build. And what I'm hoping to do is I'm going to do an wow, I forgot how it's called, like a walkway like this, and on one side I want to have a giant grate system to make a ton of resource, and on the other side basically receive those resources and transform them into everything else that we need. The only thing that I'm not going to automate downstairs are the stones. I know that I need stones to make some of the gear, but I'm going to use the stone to basically, I'm just going to grab like a couple of stacks like this and bring them downstairs, because it only needs one in the center, so it's not like I'm going to need a crazy amount. But you have a good idea of where I'm going. This is where I want to go, and I'm really excited about the progression. Next episode, we're going to continue the basic factory, and I'm going to start one or two things in Actually Addition. Not that I want to use that mod thoroughly, but the problem is, if I remember correctly, in Actually Addition, there is a crafting table, and I'm trying to find it. I'm going to have to do a little research, but if I remember correctly, there is a crafting table in there that didn't cost any part, but I say that and I'm not 100% sure. Not even 100% sure it wasn't taken out. But I'm going to do research on the side if I can find a crafting table, because I know that this mod has a crafting table, but having to put a gear in it all the time, I find that expensive. Although at some point we can upgrade our gear, because see, this is a basic gear. You can make Invar gear that are good for a lot more operation with Invar, and Invar is basically made out of, oh, not this Invar, there's another type of Invar. This Invar, no, this Invar Tech Reborn, Invar Dust, no, well, there is a way to make Invar, I don't remember, let me just search Invar quickly, and oh, again, I'm getting excited and I'm getting into more stuff that I shouldn't be doing, but I can make Invar with factory tech. So maybe I could make an Invar gear, because with Invar gear you have more operation, and hopefully by the end of next episode we're going to be able to temper our gear and have tempered gear, which lasts for a lot more operation. So maybe it's going to make the crafting worth it. I'm just not 100% sure. But that's a lot, like that's a tall order. I have a lot to do, and I want to get started on it. So let's just finish here, guys. I'm going to go in my time lapse and try to do as much as I can. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!